Hi guys, welcome to this revision video for operations management, and the chapter that we're going to discuss today is product and service design. So we've studied the chapters in this book in this format, and now we're at the designing portion of the book. So this chapter is going to tell us how we can have the new product development process, how we can discuss the role of different strategies, assess how the products can be customized for the masses, and we can identify key operational activities related to the management of product innovation and design. So basically, the relation between R&D and NPD means that the R&D process ranges from the basic research, and then that research is refined, it is applied, and there is product development. And the new product development process starts from the second stage of the R&D process. So that means these two processes are very closely interrelated and dependent on each other. Then we can move to the new product development process. The first step is the planning. Phase one has concept development. The idea of the product is developed. Phase two is the system level design. That means for the system internally, a design is made for the company for the idea. In phase three, there's detailed design. That means this design contains each and every component that this product is going to need for its production so that samples could be formed. In phase four, testing and refinement of the product happens. That means the product is tested, it's seen what's wrong with it. If there's any issues, they are fixed. And in phase five, after all these processes, the production ramp up happens. That means the company spends a lot more money into producing a lot more units of this same product. Okay. The customer's role in new product development basically means that the customers act as resources, they also act as creators, and they act as users. That means the customers have a very wide and big role in the new product development process. Then let's move on, and they're asking you to stop and think why do some good designs become bad products? Now, the reasons for this could be poor execution, changing requirements, not enough testing, and all of those stuff. Now, let's move to the platform strategy. The platform strategy is a set of interconnected subsystems that form a common structure from which a system derivative product can be developed and produced. It is about how organizations use common designs, processes, and production to develop large variety of products and services. For example, car companies use the same frame, steering, and suspension across all their models. That means they have a basic platform of what their product is, and then the products that they can develop from that main frame can range in different varieties. So they can have the same frame, but then they can make that car, they can add the features. So they can have a basic car from that same frame, then they can have a luxury car from that same frame. They can add the features and they can change the product, but they have a base. So there's several advantages of the platform strategy. It reduces development and manufacturing costs. It reduces incremental costs. It reduces fixed cost. It reduces developmental time. It reduces systematic complexity. It improves the ability to upgrade the product. It lowers the investment risk. It has a greater degree of component subsystem reuse. It has increased responsiveness of partners and suppliers and a higher product variety offered to customers. Then the next main way of manufacturing is modularization. If product platform strategy is becoming more complex, if we can't use the same frame or base for all our products, then we need to move to a modularization strategy. Here is the objective is to divide the complex process into similar sub-processes so that each portion can be dealt with separately. For example, the mobile phone, when they're making it, they could divide it into the hardware and software. So while they work on the hardware, the software people can work on their own, and these two things can be done independently and then put together for the final product. So we can break down each component on the product into different modules, and these modules can be produced separately. So looking at a car as an example, we can break it down into electrical components, mechanical components, and chemical components. Now, just in the electric, we can break them further down into a module level, to a subsystem, and a system level. Now, modular product architecture, developing independent subcomponents to increase product variety and prolong product life cycle. Now, let's move on to these two concepts. There is something called BOM in product design, and this refers to a bill of materials. Now, this bill of materials is a piece of paper that has a list of all the materials and components that are needed to make the product and the quantities required. That means even the smallest screw will be listed in this bill of materials. Okay, now we move on to a key theory, which is mass customization. This refers to a strategy where it's emphasized that now these days there's a need to have outstanding services to the customer, and their needs should be met, but it should be done at a lower cost. Now, the success factors for mass customization have customer demand for variety and customization. So there's a lot of demand in the market for those things. Appropriate market conditions, value chain readiness, technology availability, customizable product, and shared knowledge. Now let's move on. So there's different types of customization. There's cosmetic customization, where a standard product is presented differently to different customers, such as a customized print on a hoodie, for example, Etsy. Then there's transparent customization. Here, the individual customers are offered unique goods or services from their purchase history. So, for example, if you go on Amazon and you search for something, chances are the next week you will find similar products. They will keep suggesting similar products to you. The next one is collaborative customization. Here, you help the customer to identify their needs and identify what they need. So, for example, they mention what they want, and you provide them a bundle of their products, such as a car or a kitchen. The last one is adaptive customization. This is designed and the user can modify these things themselves. That means you provide them with a product that is modifiable. So, for example, when you buy your mobile phone, you can modify the ringtone, the wallpaper, everything you have inside it. So that is what adaptive customization means. Then there, as we spoke about earlier, there's platform design and there's modularization. These are the two main concepts that we need to know about production. And other than that, that's it for this chapter. Thank you for watching. And in case you have any issues with the chapter or any other chapters in operations management, feel free to email me. And thank you for watching. And